Well, one of the things we've celebrated on Expresso, of course, is Women's Month, and we've been living it out and living it loudly, literally. Well, considering the statistics detailing horror stories in South Africa surrounding women, whether it's sexual abuse or domestic violence, you know what, we cannot help but celebrate every hopeful and success story that's out there celebrating women in this month. Now, as Women's Month draws to a close literally at the end of the week, we've got a handful of stories of hope. And as a reminder of their powerful song that they sang in 1956, "You strike a woman, you strike a rock." Let's have a look at this.
On August 9, 1956, 20,000 women marched to Parliament against oppressive past laws, a show of courage honoured in National Women's Month. While we celebrate, gender-based disparities populate news headlines, highlighting the strife for women empowerment. Leading this venture, former Vice President Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka took reins as the new Executive Director of UN Women in New York. Back home, women in communities rallied to uplift others. One group of women in Joburg pulled their efforts in support of the Frederick Place Home for the Aged.
Today we are here to have a tea party with the old people, the grandmas and our grandfathers.
Ons so 'n wonderlike tyd om hierdie dinge te doen vir ons. Spesiaal nie net vir ons nie, vir al hierdie pragtige ou mense hierso. Weet jy, hulle kan sien hulle het mense hierso wat hulp nodig het en ons is hier om dit vir hulle te doen.
It's actually wonderful to see young people coming, and especially young women. It's, I suppose, that nurturing instinct in them, and really caring and really showing compassion.
I think that most of the time, our elderly, you know, they don't get these type of things often. So at times we need to take the time and just give back to them, because for us to be here today, it is because of their efforts and everything that they've done for us. So it's just good to come back and show them that we appreciate everything that they've done for us.
Young actress Phumzile Sitholi's dreams of studying at Columbia almost fell short, despite year-long efforts to raise tuition. Just 7 days before the new semester, her story took an inspiring turn.
I got word that Columbia would up my scholarship in order for me to go, and so what would normally take a month process of the visa thing took about a day, and FedEx arrived at my house with my I-20 form, and then I booked an interview for 2 days later, and I went and I did my interview, and I'm now on a flight 6 days after that. So it's been a headache and a rush, but a blessing. I really just believe in theatre, and I believe in art, and I believe that my dream serves as a vehicle to serve people. I think pursuing it would be pursuing what I believe in most. My wish for other women in South Africa is to never think that impossible exists. Impossible is an opinion, it's nothing, and if you really put your mind and heart to it, if you really believe in yourself, which is not the easiest thing, especially as women, I believe you can just achieve absolutely anything.
In another example of excellence, South African Women in Engineering was named Best NGO at this year's Top Women Awards. Co-founder Nadia Masaji shares her vision for the organization.
The reason why we started South African Women in Engineering 8 years ago was really to address a need in society. So firstly, studying civil engineering, there were very few engineers in industry, and I actually didn't know any female engineers who were qualified at the time, and so my friend and I, Mamklali Ade, started SA Women as a platform, firstly to create innovative thinking in engineering, showcase mentorship, and really collect all the other women engineers in society and bring them to a platform to discuss pertinent issues facing society. So young women and girls across South Africa are benefiting in very different ways to SA Women. At a high school level, SA Women sees about 2,000 girls and creates an awareness in engineering, especially from disadvantaged communities. I still get the response, can you really be an engineer when you're a girl, from a lot of high school students that we meet, and it's an exciting new career choice for them. At a university level, we're really showcasing the top innovative thinking that is coming out of young female engineering minds, and really different solutions to problems facing South Africa.
From innovative leaders to everyday heroes in our communities, to youth who reach fearlessly for their dreams, the achievements of women despite adversity continue the battle towards sustainable change.
Positiewe stories en stories van hoop, en dit is alles rondom, soos ons dit noem, Women's Month of die maand vir vroue. Well, it draws to a close over the weekend, but I reckon it should be every day. Now, in studio, we also have our Women for the Day. It is Ruda Landman. Thanks for joining us. Jy raam 'n prektyd op die show vandag.
Baie lekker om te kuier, dankie.
Ek moet sê, ons kyk na Vroue Maand, or we look at Women's Month as this, you know, it has to be in August, and we talk about it extensively. I know that you have a passion for creating awareness when it comes to violence and also speaking up for women and their positive stories. What's your take on Women's Month?
Ek dink in Suid-Afrika moet ons dink oor hoe vroue hulle self sien en hoe mans vroue sien. Want ek meen jy kan nie hier woon sonder om bewus te wees van geweld teen vroue en geweld teen ook jong teen kinders. So as a society, I think we should be ashamed of ourselves. En as vroue maand kan bydra om daai bewustheid daar te stel, dan is dit fantasties. Ek is nie seker dat dit gebeur nie.
Well, the thing about Women's Month especially is that as women, if we can stand together,
Yeah.
I think there's no better bond or friendship or support system than we can have as, you know, so women just need to stand together and basically be that support to one another. And if I can just speak from personal experience, there's no better friendship or bond than that of your girlfriends, that of your lady friends. So we got our art director, the sisterhood, absolutely. So we got our art director, Matana Katz, to basically put a beautiful high tea setting for her mom and 3 of her mom's closest friends to celebrate this bond that they have, especially the perfect way to end of Women's Month. So let's go and take a look at that.